Let's go live to Israel now, and joining us is I-24 correspondent Pia Steckelbach. Pia, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. So bring us up to speed with how things are this evening.
Well, hey, Peter, I'm here in the northern border, very, very close to Lebanon. In fact, less than 11 kilometers away, as this is expected to be a potential other front opening up in this war. This has been a very quiet, tense day here. There were a few rocket alerts at the Upper Galilee area, but one of them has been false alarm, as we had yesterday as well in the Upper Galilee region. But residents here, especially in the north, as you cannot really compare to the south, are not used to constant rocket alerts and threats, as the Lebanese front has been quiet, in fact, in the recent years. In the south, the situation looks very, very different. Residents in the region surrounding the Gaza Strip, but also major cities such as Ashkelon or Sderot, are constantly having to run into shelters. In fact, they're advised to stay very, very close to their shelters, if not in their shelters. Rocket fire has been going on in the south throughout the entire day. This is the situation here. The entire country is in a sort of emergency mode. People do not go out into the streets. I'm in the city of Nahariya right now, but also major cities like Tel Aviv are almost deserted. Nobody is out in the streets. People are really sticking to the news, trying to get the most recent updates, and everyone is quite on edge these days.
Okay, Pia, appreciate that. Thank you. Well, let's go to Tel Aviv now. Joining us is CNN's Rafael Romo. How are things where you are, Rafael, this evening?
Peter, another day of intense fighting and airstrikes in Israel. Even here in Tel Aviv, about 45 miles as the crow flies from Gaza, we heard blasts in the last few hours. Secretary of State, U.S. Secretary of State, I should say, Antony Blinken, arrived here in Israel earlier today, bringing to the Israeli people a powerful message of total support for Israel to defend themselves from Hamas. And both the Secretary and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, during a joint statement, compared the Hamas attacks to the atrocities committed by ISIS. During the joint statement, Blinken also confirmed that the number of Americans killed here in Israel has increased to 25. A big challenge for Israel and other countries, including the United States, is rescuing the as many as 150 hostages taken by Hamas into Gaza. Israeli authorities now say they believe the hostages are likely being held underground in Gaza. A big goal for Blinken during this trip is pursuing intensive diplomatic efforts throughout the Middle East to prevent the conflict from spreading any further. Peter, back to you.
Rafael, thank you.